Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Week 7. Welcome back. RBL Weekly. We do this every week. Roast Center. I think we're going to change the name. We might. I think we're going to change the name. It's a very good name. Back on the podium, Brian Moses. I got back too late to get some real guests. So I got the guys I know that will be here every week with me, even in the rain here in Southern California. It's the haters. It's off-screen chanting Apodaca, who's now on screen. Part of the haters. They took a hiatus because they had to be here, waiting in the rain for me. And always our favorite Eastern European person, Radu Bondar.
Hey, person of interest, by the way.
Yes, you are.
I'm the king of availability.
Are you on the Interpol list?
Me? Well, yes, but I have figured out the countries that don't extradite, so I know where I'm going.
Real pole cat, real pole dancer. Let's get to the polls. But before we do that, I want to talk about this weekend and personally apologize for bringing my white brethren to black spaces that are occupied by mainly over 45 white people. Shout out the Billy Awards. Thank you guys so much. My boys, Buddy's Bodega, my homie Louis, and his boy Byron. Thank you guys for hosting us and having us out for some paid gigs. But if you've ever done stand-up or ever publicly spoken before, these are what we like to call hell gigs. I would say Saturday, that stand-up was... It was a nightmare, Radu. There were strobe lights. There was like 3 or 4 strobe lights. Nobody brought me up.
Whoa, strobe on stage?
No, there was like strobe lights everywhere. There was like 6 or 7 TVs. They were all on the Knicks game. And this is how you know it was bad. And shout out Jerry Hall for recognizing this. When I said, hey, everybody, make it loud for the Knicks. They just won. Nobody.
Nobody? What the hell?
Yeah.
Those are tourists. Those are not New Yorkers.
No, those are potheads. Those are potheads. They were fun though, man. So shout out buddies for putting us on at the Penthouse. And yeah, that was a dispensary gig. So sorry to Toronto for putting you guys through that. Thank you guys for being there. And then on Sunday, live at the Billy Awards, we're not going to count that Supercard City versus City series because we'll just say that's a paid gig. And we'll run it back in October or sometime. We'll be a makeup game. We'll say that's a rain check.
Damn.
And I apologize to all the battlers for putting you through that paid gig experience.
That's the danger of doing roast battle in these neutral territories, in neutral stadiums, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Because ultimately, I mean, we probably had the biggest crowd of all the performers there, but ultimately, you know, you're playing in front of just nothing but 300 or 400 fried people.
Fried.
I mean, it's always a tape delay. Those jokes are they're gonna bust at different times in different places in the back. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had nothing but hip hop producers from like the early 2000s, heroes actually, but. They don't play that roast battle, white boy, gay chicken shit.
No, you know what it is? This is a conversation I love to get into.
Yeah.
You don't have a plethora of qualified judges. You have a ton here in L.A., but this is a thing that when the league is growing, we're going to have to figure this out. We need people that are actual qualified judges, not just a dude that's like, yeah, that ain't it.
I mean, it was pretty good critique because it wasn't it. A lot of that wasn't it. It was, I mean, like you're playing in front of potheads, so they're not going to give you like lubrication, which is, laughter for a comedian.
Whatever.
And then the guys, who are sitting there, they're like, I don't really know because you're not doing you look like jokes the whole time. You're kind of like going deep and then you're doing the gay chicken thing, because that is kind of a real staple in roast battle, especially when it comes to like 2 white dudes or even black dudes. It's like who can call each other gay the most clever, right?
I know. But what I'm saying is like that battle doesn't count. And I think one of the reasons is lack of qualified judges.
No, that was it. And shout out Chris Paul because he let me know. He let me have it actually after the battle. It was just like, those judges stunk. Like why would you do that? He's like, I don't know who these guys are. Clearly, they're not white famous enough.
This is one of the craziest ideas I've ever had. I think there shouldn't be any. I think the judges should just like say their opinions, and all judging should be done by audience vote if you're sub to the RBL or you're an RBL fan.
I mean, maybe. It would take too long because we don't really, 60% of the people who watch this channel aren't subscribed to this channel. So please like and subscribe. All right. So I apologize to my Cleveland and my Toronto battlers. Put you guys through a fun gig with Moses. Me and Frankie, you guys hung out with us this weekend, and we apologize that you had to feel that the way you felt that, and that sucked. And I'm sorry, and we will run it back, and we'll get those points on the board for you later this year. All right, let's get to the countdown, man. Week 7, a lot of movement, a lot of fun. Number 10 on the countdown. Oh, wow. I loved this battle, and here's why. So Christoph Schmid versus my man Tom Strassel. So Tom is from Boston, and he's an American. He's an expat who's out there in Berlin. Very funny writer. Very technically sound kind of roast battle guy. Took a big swing in the beginning. If you want to see that battle, go to RBL.live. All those battles are uploaded there if you want to see that one. But love Christoph. He runs the RBL Berlin. He battled this cat, Tom, and clearly he was trying to showcase him because Tom Strassel knocked that thing out the park. I thought it was very, very funny. His opening joke. Comment in the comment section if you watched number 10 and let me know what you thought about it. All right, number 9, you got George Brett Olson versus Josh Means. Joshy, I mean, he's always making appearances. He's always a groom, never a groomsman, which means...
I thought you were going to say never a groomer.
No. He's married to the game. He wishes he could be a player, but, you know, he just crushes a lot in these things. So, George Brett Olson, welcome back to the countdown. Joshy Means, Bay Area, 2 more points for you guys. You guys keep consistently getting on the countdown. Number 8, before we get to watch some live battles, I personally loved this battle. I voted for this one. This cat, Mark Jesse, I've seen him a number of times over the years, even before they were in the WRBL, when they were just whatever that show that she was calling, A.V. Reyna, who runs RBL Phoenix, had back in the day. This cat, Mark Jesse, please go check that one out, RBL.live. Hell of a writer. Chris Erb, he's battled before in L.A. as a Phoenix battler. These guys are very, very technically sound. Think, here, I'll describe it in comic terms of just like, Chris Erb is like a Mark Norman, and Mark Jesse's like a Jay Jordan.
Ooh, that would be an incredible
and
roast
it
battle.
was, but it's the Phoenix versions of them. So
I
like
love that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's down a few notches, but it was a lot of fun. So let's just get to number 7. Number 7 on the countdown. A lot of movement, like I'm saying. Number 7, Cleveland. 2 of my favorite guys. I saw this cat this weekend. John Brown is becoming a personal favorite battler of mine. He is a fan of The Alchemist, and The Alchemist didn't even know what that man was saying because he was so fried. And I'm so sorry, Johnny. You have a famous name that we love as black people. Brandon Petri, who's engaged to a black woman. A lot of black references you're not going to hear in this. Let's get to it. Cleveland, number 7. Let's roast.
Why are we not getting sound? Hold on, guys.
Nice. All right, so this is why people talk about us in the comments, chanting. They're like, oh, I remember when you had a sound guy back in the day. Yes, guys, we were on linear television back in the day. All right, those checks are tens of thousands of dollars, not hundreds. You're getting at some of these gigs. We are all right. We're in the internet age. Are we up?
Nope.
Oh shoot. Okay, we have it's a technically difficult show we're having right now.
This reminds me when I went to a baseball game one time and all the players were showing their penises, so the umpire was like, "We have to call time."
I mean, we're live right now, and you're just trying to get us shut down. You're talking about Savannah Bananas.
That would be incredible if that's what you thought the Savannah Bananas were. You're like, "Where's all the dicks?" I thought they were gonna show their dicks and hit foul balls and bunt at me.
All right, we're good. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Re-intro that. Let's
all
do
right,
it. Run it back.
Number 7, Brandon Petri, one of our favorite writers here in the Roast Battle League, against John Brown, who's steadily becoming a, let's say, Rookie of the Year candidate. John Brown, Brandon Petri, Cleveland. I'm sorry again. Number 7.
What the fuck?
Channing, this is insane. The blue balls you're giving everybody right now on this channel.
I heard this fucking roadcaster is
the battle.
disconnecting.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it our Wi-Fi?
No.
Okay. I paid the bill. So that's good to know.
I swear to God, I heard it in the headphones. You heard something, right?
I mean, yeah, you can hear things, But you're just hearing battle because
they were chanting battle.
Yeah.
This is going to be the one. Ready?
They were chanting Apodaca in battle. Yes, chanting Apodaca.
Ready?
All right. He promises 3rd time's a charm. That is off-screen chanting, now on-screen. It's part of the Haters Podcast. Brandon Petri, John Brown, Cleveland, number 7. Let's rouse.
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Good. It's very good to be here. Cool roasting the first Nazi that dies in every World War II movie. Brandon says he has scoliosis, and he looks like he was really excited to find out that doesn't disqualify you from joining ICE.
Damn right. I have scoliosis. I look at my toes a lot. John's still trying to find his. John moved from Denison, Texas to the big 330. Not too many people can say they've moved from their birthplace to their birth weight.
Actually was my weight 4 years ago. But Yeah, Brandon often takes his black fiance to Renaissance fairs, street festivals, and museums. I think he heard the term conversion therapy and thought that meant he could turn her white. No.
My black fiance says you got the sugar. John looks like the frog that was trying to get kissed by a princess until the Burger King made the first move.
That was a good one, Anthony Jeselnik.
Thanks, Jared's before pictures.
Brandon looks like Mountain Dew stunted the growth of his facial hair.
It did. It did. Code red to be exact. John can't swallow pills because he doesn't have a neck.
Visual.
So he has to hide all of his medications in soft foods like a sick dog. Every day he starts his day off with eggs Benadryl. And ends it with chicken cordon bleu chew.
I do love Blue Chew. Yeah. Everybody give it up for Ellen DeGenderless. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Brandon actually has scoliosis. I think that's just how you stand when you get pegged every night. No. Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good.
It wasn't genetics. It was Haley that tore that back out.
That's why I'm marrying her. Can't take that from the guy that dips his ED pills in ranch.
They're better that way.
It is. John looks like the product of Rosie O'Donnell fucking Fred Durst.
I'm going to take that as a compliment, I think. I don't know.
Break stuff, John. Break stuff.
Give it up for the guy who turns his music up driving by high school kids so they think he's cool. Brandon said his worst breakup was when his prom date left him for an abusive fat guy. And I got to say, that's bullshit. I never hit your mom. Dude. Yeah.
It's true. Battle. Could you hit my mom? She's a terrible dancer. When John was 20, his girlfriend cheated on him with a produce stalker. Ever since that love triangle, John's been taking his anger out on the food pyramid.
Nice.
Damn.
That's great. Yeah.
Number 7, some of our favorites, Brandon Petri, Johnny Brown, Brandon Petri. As said before, John Brown, famous for what he did in Kansas.
Absolutely.
And then Brandon Petri, famous for being a white guy engaged to a black woman in the roast battle world. Now, Radu, what'd you think about that battle? That was a fun one, man.
That was a fun one. That was what I call a likability trade-off.
Okay.
Where it's like they're both doing very, very well, but then there's just a little bit of slip makes you go, oh, now I'm on this guy's side. Boom, now you're on the other guy's side. It was interesting back and forth, a real ping pong, if you will.
If we're doing like one-on-one basketball, it felt like a guy who was trying to do like shots he's seen like Steph Curry take or do moves that he's seen Allen Iverson make versus a guy who just kind of knows the game and kind of knows his way around the court.
And which one's which?
Brandon Petri is definitely like just doing technically savvy things.
Yeah.
Everything that John said that hit him, he would subtly kind of just like take away how powerful John was by just rebutting in just such a smooth way.
I don't know. I actually thought rebuttals, maybe I wasn't counting perfectly, but they both had the rebuttals. They both had some that flopped, and they both had ones that you were like, those are the ones I remember because it worked really well.
I feel like Brandon hit it every time. I feel like everything that John said, Brandon had something to say that kind of just took the sting out of what John had just said, right?
No,
like especially you would have to know black people or just like know like popular black culture to kind of understand the sugar reference. And it seemed like everybody in that audience knew, or everybody in the audience has been to a doctor who said, hey, you got the sugar, right? Because it's Cleveland and they're all fat.
Sure.
But ultimately, I think it was Brandon was so technical in that. I mean, he had visual refs, he had big pop culture refs. Like you had to take a walk for some of those. And John even too, he had that long one, which was what was that one that Brandon had? That was like a long walk.
Oh, and it was worth it too. It worked out.
Sort of.
I mean, it petered out a little bit at the end about taking your pills, like it's medicine or whatever.
Right.
The Benadryl and the ED ones and whatever.
No, that was Brandon. That wasn't John.
Oh, sorry. I don't remember John's
See, that's what I'm saying.
one.
Like, so John is, Brandon's the skinny guy.
I know. I know that. But I remember that being the longest joke. Sorry, that's what threw me off.
Brandon's Laurel, John is Hardy.
Here's the thing. Both of them
Very
did something a little weird. Like Brandon was kind of reading a lot of them, right?
Yes.
And then John sounded like he was reading a lot of them, but he wasn't.
Yeah. I like that style that John does, though, because it does, John Brown does, because it is like he's presenting at like a wedding or something. Like here we celebrate Brandon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can kind of dig that. The almost like he's reading a teleprompter, but there's no teleprompter in the room.
It made it so when they were both lively, it really stood out, and then they were both like they had a basis, a level that you were like, all right, here's where things start, and then it kind of goes upward. So I like when battles. It's hard when you start with a bunch of energy, and you're like, well, now what? Where do you go from here? Like I love keeping it kind of simmer and then being able to pop off.
It was fun. It was they were definitely jabbing around a little bit. There's a few crosses in there. Here's my question for you guys about this battle in particular, because there was some reference-heavy stuff happening. References, right? Monoculture, pop culture references. When they don't work, what do you do, right? Is the anxiety too much sometimes? Do you have to kind of try to save yourself, or do you just let your opponent kind of just get his swing in?
I think you're gonna look worse if you try and describe this reference or do one of those like, oh, so you guys didn't get that one. Not a big such and such crowd.
Right.
You're gonna look like more of a fool by trying to do that. Just fucking sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
Let your opponent just take his swing. Maybe he'll get a joke in off of it, and then you guys can play off of that.
Exactly. It's a real waste if you just missed a reference and then you're like, but actually, and now you're gonna sour it up even more. Let your friend or opponent, whatever it is, hopefully both,
Get a swing in.
get the laugh. It's still a show.
Yeah,
correct.
because you're doing a dance together. Imagine if a boxer took a swing and then he turned to the crowd and went, "Guys, I was going for an uppercut." You see, sometimes
Speaking of dancer, that was one of Brandon's rebuttals that didn't work. Oh, my mom's too much of a dancer to get hit or whatever. It didn't make any sense. But the other four were very fantastic.
Right. I know what you mean now with the
That's why I said both of them.
Could you hit my mom? She's not a good dancer.
They both just had great energy the whole time. So when something did not land, I was like very, very in tune and keenly aware of it. They also got the battle chant to go, and that's one of the best things that you can have.
That's a good sign of like an engaged crowd is when the battle chant comes out mid battle.
Yes.
Fuck.
It means they're paying attention. It means they want to be there. It means there was some sports, city pride type energy in there. And it'll get you on the countdown weekly. That's number 7, Cleveland, Brandon Petri, my man John Brown. Again, John, sorry about that. We'll get a reconciliation between you and the Alchemist. I promise you, brother. All right, number 6. A couple of legends. Vinay Murthy is one of the first cats to fly out from an international standpoint and battle in the belly room in LA when we kind of knew that, oh my gosh, this is like a global thing. And this is almost, let's say, 7 to 8 years ago. And Esther, you guys know Esther. She's a champion of Barcelona. She's now on the London team. Controversy.
Whoa.
But she's battling in Tokyo against Vinay Murthy. Let's see this one. Number 6, Tokyo.
Battle! Battle!
Hi everyone. Isn't this a fun battle between the internal conflict of Kamala Harris? Vinay. Okay, thank you. I want to make sure I pronounce your name right as I call you a stinky Indian pedophile. Vinay, Vinay, I think your nickname should be AliExpress. Because you're shit. You come quickly. And are only a choking hazard for children.
Esther has frozen 14 of her eggs. Yeah, not because she wants a baby, but just to send to feed her cousins in Africa.
Geographical joke.
Yeah, they're mad hungry.
That's gonna last the village till the harvest.
Vinay gets called a coconut a lot because he's brown but acts white, which I think is so stupid. The only thing that Vinay and a coconut have in common are that they're both a little fruit. So stupid. Actually, Vinay's really jealous of his teeth because they're white and not straight.
Not that white anymore. They're kind of more Japanese these days, but yeah. Esther lives in Barcelona, or as it's known locally, Barcelona. Also, as Esther is known locally, stupid bits.
How dare you? When you're fucking shaped like the tapeworm JJ's about to have. Sorry, JJ. We also just met. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, no, but seriously, we should wrap this up. Vinay's got to go to a maid cafe and... Wait for the joke, babes. Vinay's got to go to a maid cafe and check in on the one that got away.
It's almost her bedtime. Okay, Esther dated a Spanish guy for 6 years, but the relationship finally ended when she realized he wasn't serious. I guess to him, she was just his Wakanda for now.
That was good. Give up for Navinda Flanders. You look like you diddly doodly my food before you deliver it. I'll leave it there in case I ruin it.
That's amazing that that's the Simpsons character you compared me to.
Yeah.
Progressive.
I try not to be obvious with my jokes, unlike you.
Haymaker.
What was the next bit? Oh yeah. Vinay has a Japanese wife, and together they have a kid. They have a little son. So he's half Indian, half Japanese. There's a word for that mix. Anyone know it? It's abomination. Your baby's ugly as hell, dog. I'm so sorry. Bruh, why your baby look AI generated? Sorry.
You don't know the half of it. Okay. My life is hell. It sucks. Okay. On a serious note, though, Esther has attempted suicide 3 times. This is true. She's tried pills, throwing herself down the stairs, driving her car off the road. At this point, as a black person, you could probably just wait for diabetes to do the job for you.
That's a really good tip. Thank you. Vinay said that him and his wife found the first year of parenting a bit difficult, but even still, they would love to give their baby a sibling. Please don't. Man, that baby's ugly as hell. Go on his Instagram. He's hideous. That baby made me super mega pro abortion. Like, fuck.
He's fucking ugly. Okay. Esther has around 70 tattoos and counting. Yeah, that's the only way she can get a man to inject any liquid into her.
Number 6 in the world this week, Tokyo. Esther from battling out of London, so they get 2.5 points. And then Vinay, Murthy, and Tokyo get the full 5. That was fun. That was a fun battle.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was like musical.
Yeah. The first one, if you're looking at like guys who just are trying to say jokes and get a semblance of what a roast battle is, this one goes into, I would say, oh, okay, this is what a fun roast battle can look like, right? Like they're taking swings, some aren't hitting, some are hitting bigger than others, right? At one point, Esther did a meaner joke. I mean, we are doing a top 10 of, the art of the backhanded compliment. So if you're going to be mean sometimes, that is more of a jarring, shocking thing sometimes. And you're like, oh, I mean, she said she said she was pro-abortion after seeing this man's baby, called this man's baby ugly, made the man bend the knee and call his own baby ugly.
I know.
I mean, it was, she even our boy JJ, who's the host and he runs RBL Tokyo out there, took a stray. I mean, that woman took an AK and just shot that whole club up. It was fun, but Esther's a legend, and that's probably why. So let's talk about Esther. Let's talk about the stereotype battle. A lot of stereotypes, fun stuff. What did we think about feedback? How about this? Live stream feedback, or like, let's say, stream of thought feedback when you're in the battle. I never feel like it works, but then Esther did something I kind of dug, which is she thanked her opponent for the insult that he just gave her, or whatever it was.
It does work if you're funny, if you're good at it. I've seen it work plenty of times when the person's funny.
But
sucks.
The feedback,
It sucks when somebody's. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the feedback works when somebody's funny.
Yeah.
If you're not, then it's jarring, and what you're doing is you're kind of like taking a chance. You're like it's like a type of like weird transition defense where you're like, maybe I'll get something, but honestly, maybe you're just filling time, and then now you look even dumber against a joke that was doing really well. Esther, though, she pulls it off every time. She's one of my favorite roast battlers.
Yes.
I'm going to declare it. I don't know if you're allowed to have preferentialness as a panel guest or whatever, but
you can.
I'm a big fan of what Esther does. I've seen her battle in New York at the Mothership, and I've been very, very won over by this battler.
I mean, she's battled all over the world. Now in Tokyo, she can put that on her passport stamp. Off-screen chanting, now on-screen. Talk about it. What do you think about this battle? A lot of stereotypes. Vinay kind of try to slow her down. I mean, honestly, it could be a strategy to kind of, comment on somebody's joke as, after it happens, kind of like, oh, okay, well, I didn't really like that. It's almost like you're giving this live feedback to somebody, and you're saying, like, whether you like the joke or not, whether the joke was good or not. It's almost like you guys are having a workshop on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way she did it. It's not something that's, like, that unheard of. DeHerm does it a lot, but he does it in a very sneaky, backhanded way where, like, somebody will deliver a joke, and he does that it? I ain't like it. So he's giving feedback live on stage. I love the way that Esther did it, where that joke she did where she was like, I try not to be obvious. Like, your joke. That
you guys like that mean shit,
I mean, yeah, that was just a straight up insult.
Yeah.
Like, she pieced him up with a bunch of, roast jokes, bunch of jabs, and then just threw a straight up insult and just fucking haymaker with that one.
Yeah, I don't think you feel that. You feel that in your ribs tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my God, I guess I am just bad at this thing.
One of the dangers of the feedback style, basically, is that, like, if you start doing bad, and you brought up to Herm, I've seen this. Normally his feedback is fantastic. It's extra jokes for him, but every now and again, if he's on his back foot or whatever, the feedback is almost more telling that you're like, you're losing right now.
I like that you said that. He's throwing off his back foot, and he does get back into a corner sometimes when there is just like somebody who's killing him with writing, because it's almost like he doesn't respect that.
Yeah, well, if it goes the wrong way and it's not funny, then it just comes off defensive.
Totally.
And then now you look like a pussy.
Yeah. And I think up top I'm gonna start saying this. No notes. No notes from either of them. No notes.
Yeah. They were very. That's why I said it just had a musical quality. It was like ragtime, which I believe is also Vinay's nickname.
My God! First of all, if you're going to talk about both of the faces, the black and the brown, I mean, my God, you really had to do it for Vinay and Esther.
Yeah, I mean, like
ragtime. You're talking about minstrel music.
To piggyback on what we were talking about, I think Vinay made the right choice to be like, "You're right, my baby is ugly." Because if he went, "Hey, don't you talk about my baby?"
Totally.
My baby's beautiful. That would have been like, shut up. Weirdo.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's not minstrel music. Scott Joplin was a famous black fucking piano player. He was great.
It doesn't mean Jelly Roll Morton wasn't also playing black or minstrel music. Yes.
Is that Jelly Roll's full name?
Jelly Roll Morton.
The current Jelly Roll?
No.
This is the conversation the show needs.
Yeah. We're talking about ragtime and jazz, everybody.
The audience loves this kind of shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
they hate us so much.
Yeah. Jelly Roll Morton's. There's two things that he loves:
but
salt
that battle
and sugar.
It was totally fantastic. And the slightest note I have for Esther, and I only say this because I literally love her as a battle. This happens every now and again when you have a joke, it's like slightly longer or segmented or whatever, and the crowd starts laughing early on. Don't shame them for laughing. That you just have to pivot, you know what I mean? And like make sure that it's like the laughter is going to be a secondary component of the joke as well. You're going to hit them with the second punchline. But it's a weird thing when these jokes are untested. We've never heard them before. This is the very first time.
We got to say that more because this is like people, with stand up, and let's even dip into the Kill Tony of it all. And if you want to see a little bit of a Kill Tony crossover, a little Rick Diaz, a little Fiona Collie, a little old school Joe Jimenez, that's live on the channel right now. You can check it out. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Kill Tony crossover thing, but I brought
talk about stand up.
Yes.
If we're talking about stand up is pre-written, right? Like you're going in there with the plan of just like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and if this doesn't work, maybe I'll be a little existential, or I'm gonna stick to the script kind of a thing. These jokes haven't been tested. For the most part, stand up you can go out and kind of like get after it. With these, you kind of are just like, I hope these work because these are never gonna be said again.
Yeah, exactly. It's and not only that, it's not that it's never going to be said again. You have no idea how each individual crowd, like this is why where the show is and locations and whatever matter. The belly room is like home field advantage for everybody.
Correct.
And some shows are like, it's an away game no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's your city.
Yeah, like Fuse Studios in Brooklyn, 2nd Avenue. Oof. Anyway, all right, let's get into, what are we at, number 5? Oh, my God, I love this battle. Yo, welcome back to the Countdown Chicago. If you remember this cat, he battled DeHerm at the Mothership. Number 1 battle a few weeks ago. He's back. Mike Bergeron Jr., representing Chicago, but these points go to New Orleans. Tito, welcome back, big dog. Tito versus Mike Bergeron Jr. Let's get into it.
The count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is my opponent, Tito. Can we give it up for Tito up top, everybody? If you're curious, his name is Tito, sort of like the vodka, which makes sense because Tito's smooth. He'll make you have fun, and he's the reason why a lot of women in their 20s black out. But I don't think Tito is much of a vodka guy, you know? I feel like I much more imagine him going to a gay bar and instead ordering a rim and choke.
Hell yeah.
Rim and choke is fun.
Hell yeah. Don't kink shame, bitch. Fuck out of here. This out of breath beanbag chair is Mike Bergeron. Bergeron is a surname from France. It means man made of butter.
Don't kink shame. I think Tito's just mad because I won't join his shitty folk band, Mumford and Ehos.
All right there, My Chemical Saucepan.
Tito, I feel like the way you talk, you try to give off the vibe of like, I'm a tough guy, but your outfits give, I want to touch guys.
Bro, you look like a Furby fuck Miss Doubtfire. That's crazy. Yeah. You inflated Russell Crowe. You fucking... he started a movie called Glad I Ate Her. All right, that's enough.
That's crazy coming from 30 Seconds to Bruno Mars. Tito is physically Puerto Rican, but spiritually a pirate. You know, it's interesting because the Puerto Rican part of himself will sometimes say the N-word, but definitely that pirate's not afraid to let out a couple hard R's.
He out of breath. You know that, right? Yeah, here. Mike is not a pedophile, but if you check his email, you got hella receipts for pizza and grape soda. All right, fuck y'all. Fuck you, shut up. This fucker panics at the food court, I'll tell you that much.
Tito's a big fan of Bad Bunny, but to be clear, that's just what he calls his rabbit vibrator.
Okay.
Sometimes people will see Tito and assume he's part of a gang, but once you get to know him, it's pretty clear he's not a Latin king. He's more of a Boys Town queen.
Local.
Thank you, Zach 50-gallon Fanakis. All right. Yeah, his fucking belly's hungover. All right.
Tito seems like one of those male feminists that would say something like, "Yo, I just like really think we should listen to bitches and shit."
That's not true. I don't listen to bitches. Is Pizza Puff Magic the stepson over here? That was not dumb. I don't know. Mike Bergeron is a substitute teacher. He replaces them with mayo.
Tito seems like the type of guy to get his cock pierced at Claire's.
Damn.
A lot of people don't know this about Tito, but he's actually ambidextrous, you know? That means he can write with his left hand, he can throw with his right hand, and he can jerk off with whichever hand the other guy prefers.
He came prepared and that's gay. That's all I know.
No, it's not. No, it's
Gay
not.
ass motherfucker.
Fat is one thing. I'm not gay.
This quarter pounder with fleas. All right. You wrote too many fucking jokes, motherfucker. All right. He's a philosophy major and he's in a long distance relationship, so he's just mastered the art of shit not being there, you know?
One more each.
Thank
All right,
God.
Tito, let's give it up one more time for Tito. He's really one of the goats of Chicago roast battle. Give it up for Tito, everybody. A lot of people call Tito the LeBron James of Chicago roast battle, mainly because he's 41, has a receding hairline, and has been playing with balls since the age of 9.
This motherfucker. If he looks familiar, it's because every year he comes out of the basement and he tells us when we got 6 weeks till the McRib.
Hell yeah. Make some noise for these two, everybody.
Chicago coming in at number 5. My boy Mikey Bergeron Jr., my other boy Tito, and the host Gaby Alviso. Very, very funny. Follow Roast Battle Chicago at their YouTube and all the things that they do. They're an outstanding, outstanding organization, how they do their thing out there. But that's fun. Tito is a GOAT. I think he's one of the first tournament winners in Chicago history. And then you have Mike Bergeron Jr., who recently won last spring and is slowly becoming a big, big favorite, not just because he's so large, but because he's a very, very funny joke writer. That was fun. I don't know how you beat that battle, actually, because that was so fun. They were both swinging at each other. Clearly, Mike had the bigger ones. It was a lot of clever. It was 101 ways to cleverly call your partner gay.
Yeah,
That's what it was. It was that dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love watching seasoned roast battlers go at it. There's something fucking fun about it because
Mikey loves that seasoning.
they have, sometimes you're watching a battle and you're like, these guys are perfect targets for certain insults or whatever, and the battles just never hit it. Nah, these guys got everything. They didn't leave stuff on the bone. They
Jesus, man.
Hey, that works for both of them. One of those guys sucks dicks or whatever. It's it was just really fulfilling. You know what I mean? It was a rewarding battle from the audience's perspective, from both of them. Tito did have a little bit of the constant feedback thing that we were talking about going, and it was a temperature check.
It was working, though.
It was obviously it was working.
At points,
He's really funny.
I'm with
He's
you.
super funny. But it was also a temperature check for where he was at because Mike bodied him a couple times and almost like knocked him out of his rhythm. And Tito is just so naturally funny. Everything that
it's almost like clinching in like a boxing match, right? It's almost like you're clinching just to come like, I don't need, like, I'm not trying to come right now in this thing, or I'm not trying to get like knocked out right now.
Everything he said made me laugh, but there was just moments where it stopped connecting with the crowd because it either came from like a moment of weird timing or whatever. But I was like, dude, this is what happens when like a battle is getting affected right in the moment by the energy and the inertia.
But then he also he revealed the curtain like towards the end. He's just like, you wrote too many jokes.
I know.
It's like you didn't prepare, and that's what he's basically saying. It was just like Mike over prepared.
Oh, I think he did prepare.
Mikey loves leftovers, so he's gonna leave some for later. But ultimately, with Tito, that's what happened. And by the way, they both had notes. We have to reference that every time now. They both use notes. So, and he literally says like, I am not prepared for more of this. And Mike just kept beat him into submission.
Right. And look, using notes, it's fine. I don't take points away for it. I always just give points and plus when you don't.
Correct.
But I don't think that Tito was unprepared. I think that was something that we, as the crowd, as the audience, found out.
He was prepared for what he was prepared for.
Exactly. We found out compared to how prepared Mike was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he let us in on it. That was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. And I thought they combined all the different skills you need really, really well in roast battle.
Yes, being big and also being Puerto Rican. Off-screen chanting, now on-screen. Talk about the battle, brother.
Good one. Like you said, I don't know how anybody's going to top this. I think any other week that could be a top 3. It's very fun. I've never seen a guy who looked more like a Tito in my entire life.
My God, right?
That is the most Tito-looking motherfucker. I also love when a fat guy tucks his shirt in because you know it's utility, not style.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
yeah.
He's just trying to cover up.
Well, if the wind
out.
gets in there, the whole room's going to smell wild.
But, I mean, I thought Mike was just a fucking assassin in this. Tito parried with it. He played along with it. A lot of back and forth rebuttals that were good. A lot of musical references that I liked. A lot of bands. And, I don't like jokes that aren't based in reality. I don't like a random pedophile joke. I don't like a random gay joke or a random grape joke. But I loved Mike's ambidextrous joke.
You like that one?
The one about, he can write with his left hand, he can write with his right hand, and he jerks off whichever hand the guy prefers.
Right.
Yeah. That's not real, but it was just such a well-crafted joke.
Right.
Man, I loved it. Mike's becoming one of my faves.
Or it is. We don't know, actually. And we're not going to ask. Don't ask. Don't tell here at the roast battle. We don't care. But we're going into number 4. That was number 5, Chicago. NOLA gets those points because they drafted Chicago in the affiliate draft for the WRBL. We love when we see Chicago on the countdown. Let's go to Toronto. Toronto, again, I am sorry for what happened, but Canadians are so nice. They were like, they loved the whole experience. They were just like, we got a paid gig in in America, in New York. This is great.
Yeah.
The Alchemist. Oh my God, I love science. Let's get to number 4. This is some battlers I haven't seen before, but I understand that these guys are actually veterans in their scene. Lily Langan is brand new to this. She was a lot of fun when I watched this thing. And Freddie Jan. I'm excited to see this cat. This is Toronto coming in at number 4. Let's do it.
Okay, before we roast, I wanted to say Aunt Jemima, young Uncle Ben. I feel like no one wanted to say that. But okay, I'll start the roast. Honestly, this is tough because it's just like I don't really know what negative things to say about Lily that aren't already written on a girl's bathroom wall somewhere. So that's tough. But I'll start with a compliment. Honestly, I'll start with a compliment. I think Lily has a very classic type of beauty. Don't you guys think? Woo! Yes, yeah. To me, Lily looks like if you got a drunk man with Down syndrome to describe Marilyn Monroe to a police sketch artist. That's the vibe. And I'm not Marilyn Monroe, not to the level where she would have sex with JFK, but more like a MAGA version of Marilyn Monroe, where she would get her butthole stretched out by RFK.
I told you not to talk to the police. They won't believe you. Freddie is actually half Jamaican and half Ghanaian. Yeah. His dad is Ghanaian to the Storian to get milk. He isn't coming back again. And his mom's Jamaican, his dad leaves.
Yeah, guys, honestly, this was the milk my dad got, and it was spoiled, okay? All right, when Lily was 18, she got a breast reduction surgery. Yeah, which is a good thing, The only sad part about it is when she told her dad, when she confided in her dad, he said, I just wish you realized that it was your personality was too big and got a lobotomy instead.
I'm looking at my lobotomy. Freddie hates Italian food and he loves anime. He only likes calamari if it's fucking an Asian girl. He loves Dragon Z's balls on his face. Hey, we both did kind of mid.
Yeah, actually. If I had the Dragon Balls, I'd make you disappear, though. I'll say that. That's for the autistic people in the audience. All right, I'll say this. Lily has a very interesting fashion style, I think. She has very interesting fashion style. You can tell she's going for Ossington baddie. But what I think she's giving is lesbian undercover cop who's trying to infiltrate gang activity in Baltimore. Lily dresses like if John Travolta from Hairspray was trying to become best friends with Omar from The Wire. That's all right. That's a niche one, but yeah, yeah, very
Fellow
niche.
hooligans.
Yeah.
Freddie does a lot of commercial work. You might recognize him.
Yep.
Anything? Anything? Okay, I'll give you guys a hint. For only $1 a day. In the arms
That's so funny. Please, Lily, jump on my face so there's a fly on it for the commercial. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, what are we doing next? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, this one. All right. Oh, this one's so fucking dumb. All right. All right. Lily is a white 28-year-old bisexual improv teacher. Which means if you ask her if she's preyed on any of her students, her response will be, yes, and?
No but, only front. Freddie is the whitest black guy you'll ever meet. He looks like the only black guy that shops at Eddie Bauer. When he talks to white men, he code switches. When he talks to white women, his chode twitches. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not twitching now. I'll say that. Wake up. All right, look, I'll be real. Lily and I know each other really well. We're more like normal comedians than most, so I actually couldn't think of like a fifth joke. So what I did is I sent a picture of Lily to my sister, and I asked her to roast her from the female perspective. I did that in the Uber over here, and she didn't have much, but she said this, and I quote, "She looks like one of those really weird girls who gets a surprising amount of yeast infections." Yeah. Shout out Rachel. Shout out Rachel.
Better to make you bread with, my dear. Freddie has a hard time growing facial hair. He's only had a beard when he was dating his girlfriend. Freddie looks like his upper lip is going through chemotherapy. For only $1 a day. Okay, thank you. That's it.
And that's Toronto coming in at number 4. Lily, Langan, Freddie, Jan. Very funny. Just a visually funny looking battle. A very, white woman with brunette hair and tattoos who's an improv teacher. I love when improv people do this. They're always so good at it because everything does kind of roll and they don't stop the momentum. They always like to roll with it. They do yes and a lot. Rebecca Jaffe from Chicago is an example of that. Lily Lang is now another example of that. And Freddie Jan just staying in the pocket, knew he's battling a friend, wasn't trying to go too hard. Biggest pop was probably the assist from his sister, which I always love. You know, if you're doing something that's a little bit like a prop, a little bit. I thought that was fun, though, because it landed really well. But, fellas, this was maybe not so much of like our best just like, knock down, drag him out kind of battle, but it was a lot of fun just to watch. I think it felt like the crowd liked it, and I think from that perspective, I thought it was a fun battle. And honestly, it can sit there number 4, number 5, I think, because it was just a fun battle.
Quick question: are these pretty seasoned battlers? Have you seen them?
No, I haven't seen any of these. But I heard about Freddie over when we had the gig with Toronto and Cleveland this weekend in New York, and Lily is brand new from what they're saying.
Well, this is a compliment towards both of them. I guess I'm going to give it a little bit more to Lily, the specific thing, but they both seem to, for people that were kind of new to roast battle, they seem to know their comedy really, really well and how to apply it to roast battle. You know what I mean? Like, you got to bring your style to this thing, and it gets certain pops when you're basically just doing your thing that it wouldn't in any other format. It wouldn't in a live podcast, in improv, and stand-up. There's things that you can pull out. And some people will say, oh, maybe that's hacky or whatever. You can do race things that maybe are now outdated. Fine, sure, whatever. But the crowd is laughing in a way that you can't imitate with other styles of comedy.
That part. Really, it almost did feel like an improv class was like putting on a roast battle.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And there's
So
something
supportive.
there's something about, like, I don't love laughing at when someone's like maybe punching down race-wise and the other person isn't there. When they are there next to you and they're having a good time, it's clear that some consent was given. It's clear that this thing is inbounds. It's part of the sport. It's whatever. And these two really fucking brought it. I love that.
It was fun, man. It was like Lily was doing rhymes and puns, and she's doing the improv thing, not really going too hard, but still trying to, like, you know, at least like break the skin a little bit, you know, with some of her jokes. She wasn't insulting, but she wasn't non-insulting, I
Exactly.
think. And Freddie was, you know, he was hitting her a little hard here and there, but it's like they still want to have a friendship afterwards. And I just thought that was such a fun dance. It was like Roast Battle, the play. Chan, who's now on screen, used to be off screen. What you think?
It was a good battle. It was more like fun than I think it was like quality jokes.
Right.
They had some really good back and forth, some great rebuttals. I was shocked to find out he didn't have a Nigerian accent. Just, I mean, jaw on the floor. I loved Lily's
Jaw on the floor.
Or I loved his joke. You know, when he was talking about how he texted his sister in the Uber ride over. I don't think he should be texting and driving, but good on him.
Wow, Chan. Wow.
No, it was good.
Straight to the hole with that one. That was great.
It was good. It was fun. I think for his Marilyn Monroe joke, I think he could have gone with a different reference because she doesn't look like Marilyn Monroe at all.
At all. But I mean, yeah, I guess is she new?
Audrey Hepburn, maybe.
Okay, if we're going for old, yeah, if we're
just
going for women in the 1950s, sure.
Yeah, if we're just critiquing jokes, that
Honestly,
was my one critique.
Could
Of
have said
his.
Aubrey Plaza, whatever.
Right, though.
Well,
Yeah.
he went for like a classic beauty. He wanted like an old Hollywood starlet.
Sure,
but
sure.
Marilyn Monroe, I don't know.
Well, that's why people all look the same to him. So
Even classic beauties who fucked the Kennedy family. Marilyn Monroe. All right, let's get to, that was number 4, Toronto. Lily Langan, Freddie Jan. Shout out Toronto. Again, apologize about this weekend, but she got to see some hip-hop professionals. That isn't a consolation. Anyway, number 3, let's go to James Regal, Thomas Spitzer, coming out of Barcelona. This was a lot of fun. Let's watch it.
Let's fucking roast! James Regal looks like he could play a rat in a movie. He looks like he could play a rat in a live-action adaptation of a Pixar movie, Ratatouille. If Ratatouille was about a rat that traveled all the way from England to Barcelona to become a stand-up comedian and ended up becoming a prostitute instead. Putatouille.
That was Spanish. That was really good. Dude, no one here speaks Spanish. I should have told you. It's so fun to be up here battling my high school bully. Yeah, his arms didn't get that big from the gym, guys. It was from giving 10,000 turbo wedgies. He keeps fit. He's very into calisthenics. He posts a lot of videos of him doing pull-ups at the beach, and it's really impressive. I've not enjoyed seeing a German hanging like that since Nuremberg. He's really into fitness, guys. Yeah, fitness Jew onto a train.
You know, I know how to do a human flag. He knows how to do a human fag. James Regal looks like one of those guys you meet at a Christmas party and are afraid to ask, so what have you been up to lately? Because, you know, you're afraid that at some point he's going to cry or tell you about his DJ career. And that in his case, DJ stands for dick jokes, ha ha. How do you like my German, Sean? Is it okay?
Even though you sound like real life AI, good.
You know, you look like if Dwayne Wade was an English teacher.
So you're roasting the judges now as well. Sean, don't he's just excited. You're the first black guy he's ever met, so he's very excited.
It's true. It's true.
Guys,
I can't be the first black guy that he's seen after he's done using the furnace.
Oh, if I may. Guys, give it up for my opponent, Matt Reich. Fucking look at this hair, looking at like Marshall Plan Mathers over here. Thomas loves drinking. He told me once he got so drunk he didn't even recognize his own mother, right? Yeah, I don't think that's that bad. Like his granddad's sober and he still doesn't recognize German Jews' rights. So, all right, too real. Go for it.
You know, Regal actually is German and means shelf. Regal. Regal means shelf. So when I googled James Regal, there were just a bunch of pictures of shelves, which is quite fitting because, like a shelf, he's boring, white, cheap, full of crap, and nothing a girl wants to sit on.
Yeah. Guy, that was quite mean, but just remember, he is only following orders. Anyway, listen. This straight-to-Netflix action movie henchman is Thomas Spitzer, or as they call him in the clubs of Berlin, Thomas Swallowser. Thomas doesn't just look gay. He also does some gay shit as well. He's a champion of slam poetry competitions, guys. Yeah, he's a champion. And I don't want to embarrass you too much, but I did find a little clip of your poetry online. So, Gifty, can you play the clip of his poetry? It's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Okay. So, since you really want to talk about it, he's Jewish, as you can see. I'm German, as you can see. We are in the basement. So it's kind of hard to me to stay politically correct. You know, killing Jews comes very natural for us Germans. We call it a nose job. James Regal is so Jewish, he's so Jewish. When he goes swimming in the ocean on his back, people start running out of the ocean because they think a shark is approaching them.
Yeah, I thought this would come up. Yeah, no. I mean, Anne Frank hid in an attic for 2 years, but you spent your whole life hiding in the closet, my friend. Yeah, I'm a bit worried because somewhere out there, Madonna is missing a backup dancer, but we'll carry on. Thomas does a lot of eating competitions. I had no idea they did those for testosterone supplements, but that was a surprise. Thomas also told me he studied maths at school, but that isn't how he learned to count to 6 million.
James Regal looks like he's the lead singer of a band that covers System of a Down songs for piano bars. They call themselves System of a Down syndrome. James Regal, I mean, he's a very nice guy. He's a very nice guy, and he wrote me a lot of facts about him before we did this, because obviously I've never heard of him before. So he wrote me a nice little email from his email address, jamesregal@netanyahu.com.
Keep going. Sorry, keep going. Keep going.
And he wrote me that he's technically a Jew, but he's circumcised and ethnically a Jew, but doesn't practice Judaism. Like, what does that even mean? That sounds like the most Jewish thing ever. I mean, so you have a crippled dick but no money. Like, Muslims hate you but you're not funny. Like, what's going on here? I mean, that's like being black and not knowing how to play basketball. That's like going to... He knows exactly what I mean. That's...
Are you still mad about Jesse Owens in the Olympics?
Dude, look, fighting on two fronts didn't work for your people last time. Concentrate on the Jew first, then move to the black.
Being circumcised and not practice Judaism is like going to Barcelona not to take cocaine and fuck Latinas. That just doesn't make sense. He also told me that he was in a all-boys school but never did anything gay. That's nothing to be proud of, James, especially when you look like this. I mean, like, going to a boys' school is like the #1 excuse to do gay stuff. I mean, if I was in a boys' school, I would have sucked those circumcised penises dry. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm still hung up on the piano bar thing. That was so specific. I did not see that coming.
Wake up, grab a brush and pull it in.
So, if you're wondering what all this is overcompensating for, Thomas is married to a very famous comedian in Germany. His wife Hazel has millions of followers, so she can afford to buy him a really nice cuck chair.
Yeah, you know, James, I'm kind of a disappointment myself.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, his wife Hazel, and you might recognize her. She hosted Eurovision last year. That was her. Yeah, so she presented something really gay, and he's just gay presenting. And Thomas and his wife Hazel, they do a podcast together. It's really sweet. It's really wholesome. I actually found a clip of that as well. Gifty, if you want to play the clip of his podcast. Guys, please like and subscribe, everybody.
Coming in at 10 minutes, we love Barcelona. #3 battle of the week in the world. James Regal, Thomas Spitzer, Barcelona. That was fun, man. That was, honestly, it doesn't really matter what was going on because you're going to hear jokes you've heard before. Thomas hasn't really done this. You can tell James has. So he wasn't really playing with his food, I would say. But I would say James was not trying to embarrass the guy because it's not fun when you just like Tyson the mess out of somebody who's never done this. Plus, that's not really his natural language for the most part, you could tell. And I thought that was a lot of fun. Neither of them used notes.
Yeah.
Which is impressive for a guy who's never done this before. I just thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, man, whoever that judge is, I'm a big fan of. He had two big pops just for me because this is a big geopolitical. I mean, me and Radu, we love geopolitical references. So this battle did us right. And I think James was really playing that angle a lot. He really beat a dead Jewish horse with a lot of those. And Thomas was just trying to find his sea legs when it comes to roast battle in general. So I think James was going for something where he knew he wasn't going to hurt the guy too much, was just kind of playing around a little bit. And I thought Thomas was just trying to keep up. So what do you guys think?
Really? Ah, man, I thought, first of all, this battle, what was longer, do you think, World War II or this battle? This was so
There was a lot of
much.
long walks to get to the punchlines. I remember I kept doing this throughout the whole battle
know.
because there's just so many long walks to get to a very, very simple punchline that just was not worth it.
I know.
But I felt like the crowd didn't like a lot of their like stuff that they saw coming, but they did like just their chemistry on stage was so fun, man.
I know. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a follow-up question. What had more bombing, World War II or this battle? I mean, here's the thing. I liked some of. I actually didn't feel like Thomas was on the back foot or anything. I thought he inadvertently didn't have some of the roast battle skills. You know what I mean? Like,
that's kind of what I
one
mean,
of the
though. I don't
things
think
we
he
were
knew
talking
he was
about-
getting. I honestly, I just think that like because James wasn't going too hard and he was taking long walks to get places. I think Thomas was just
Thomas
so
was conjuring so much laughter, but it was surprising him just as much as it was James. You know what I mean? Like he did that this first joke, right? He's getting a huge amount. This guy looks like a rat in a movie. You should have ended it there. None of the extra stuff mattered anymore. If he had done 3 more battles,
wanted to get to Putatui though. Come on, man.
Whatever. Yeah,
It was
like
a
that.
long
Like
walk
that
to
was
get to-
fucking worth it. Sorry, Thomas, it wasn't. But there's something just so unlikable about James Regal. I don't know how to fucking how else to describe.
Is it because he didn't give you guys Prog's number?
I
What
don't
is
care-
going on?
I don't care
Houston?
about that at all. It's just there's something smarmy and whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like
Just fucking say it.
I want to
He's
be
Jewish, but you're also Jewish.
Yeah, I love Jews. I want to be against fucking Thomas.
I mean, you're basically the Romanian version of him.
I actually, and I really love. No, first of all, that's a disgust. I'm not a predator.
You're from Romania.
I'll steal your kidneys. I won't go underage.
Okay.
I wanted to hate Thomas. You know what I mean? I wanted to be like, look, he's a perfect German-Aryan. This is the most hateable antagonist I've ever seen. And James does a thing where it's like, you're going on too long of walks. You know better. I've seen you do better. So I know you're capable of much better. It's like when you hate a player that you kind of love. You're like, it's not about just full-on, I'm not hating to hate. It's like, I've seen what your potential is, and why are you making me follow this 10-minute thing? I understand the new guy doesn't know any better, but you?
I think he's just having fun. I mean, like that crowd was having a good time. It's late out there. It's Barcelona. You know, they're having a good time. I guys got to know this about my young whites right now. What's going on with this like Slim Shady performance at Radio City Music Hall in 2000 look you guys have going on right now with the white shirt and the blonde hair?
I'll give this to James, though. I wish he had a great joke, Marshall Mathers' plan.
Of course, yeah.
That should have gotten a bigger pop, but no one else
I mean,
cared.
if you know American history in Barcelona, sure.
No one cared. It's all of Europe. It's all of post World War II Europe was rebuilt by the
Marshall Plan. Yeah.
So
but they don't care.
Yeah, because they're probably tourists. They're from.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah,
they're all
unless
from
you're like,
Dubai, and
we're all. First of all, Americans are. I was having this conversation with my parents. I know them. Yes, I know my skin color. But we were talking about this last night about like, yes, Americans are stupid. Like we don't know any other languages, and we actually, you know, John Kerry said this. We reserve the right to be stupid. So,
damn, that's a good one.
That's John Kerry. Shout out John Kerry. I know you guys have turned this off by now, but
I love the former Secretary of State.
Let's talk about it. On-screen Channing, who was formerly off-screen. Let's talk about this battle, man. And please, what is going on with the young whites and the white tees and the blonde hair?
I don't know. It's this weird fucking thing that this generation's doing to throw back to the 90s, but they're doing it in like a really tacky way.
Yeah.
It really pisses me off. I don't know why, but it really pisses me off. I don't know. I'm showing
Yeah.
my age. But yeah, fucking,
Okay.
it was a good battle between Ivan Drago and Rocky Balboa.
There it is.
You know, they really have a way of making 10 minutes feel like 8. It did fly by, you know, because I was looking into it pre-show, and I was like, this one's going to be a fucking marathon. But, you know, their chemistry, their performance made it go by. Nothing really stood out to me, honestly.
Except the black judge. I thought the black judge was knocking it out of the park with those references.
Yeah, I thought the judges were good too. I mean, I thought as a show, it was fantastic.
As a show, it was fantastic.
I'm a little surprised it's this high up in the rankings. Just again, because what makes battles good, the same thing as what makes fucking games good or whatever, is when both teams are pretty close and it's competitive.
And they're very skilled.
And the leads go back and forth. But I do have to give it, these guys, because they're both likable and unlikable at the same time, both of them, they were trading off with like who you wanted to root for.
Right.
Thomas,
you said that before about Brandon and John, and from Cleveland, you were saying it's like who it's a unlikable. This one was more of an unlikable fest rather than a likable fest trade off, right? So this was like, okay, I hate Thomas a little less now than I hate James, is what you're saying.
Like I feel like if Thomas, and maybe this is, I don't think it's a mastery of language thing because Germans are very close to English or whatever, but like he probably,
the Germanic language is very close.
If he said like destroying Jews instead of killing Jews or whatever in this basement, the crowd probably would have been on his side. There's just certain things that are right over the line or whatever, and I don't think this guy was so edgy that he was going for it. He just didn't have the experience. But
Correct.
Thomas, 10 battles from now, ooh, I can't wait to see that.
I know. 6 million battles from now, he'll really be. All right, that's a callback to what James was talking about.
It was only 240,000 battles. What are you talking?
Listen, we're on 421 right now. Yesterday we could have talked about this if you know the history of 420. All right, let's get into number 2. This is a lot of fun. You'll see me in the background at this one. RBL Austin. I love when you guys are on the countdown. I love when you submit battles. We're giving you training wheels a little bit because we are helping you because you guys are extending us your whole fucking show. But Ridley, Eaton, you guys are knocking out of the park this year. And this one, you guys were number 2 last week, number 2 this week, and he's back. Muhammad Ual is back. He's battling another lady. This one's whiter. Make a laugh for Katie Carter. Muhammad Ual, Austin.
Battle. We got Katie Carter. We got Muhammad Ual. 5 jokes. Let's roast.
Big ass forehead. Katie got Jimmy Neutron's forehead. Her brain blast is going to Target and screaming the N-word.
That was pretty good, Muhammad. You must have eaten your flies today. Muhammad actually grew up in South Sudan. Of course, now he lives in a sedan in South Austin. If you don't know, South Sudan was a country that was established in 2011, which was also the same year that Muhammad's girlfriend was born. That would make her 15. I don't know if you guys have math over there yet, but.
Wow. I love you. Oh, nope.
No.
I mean, ew, gross. Gross, you're ugly, ew. No, dead ass though, dead ass. Katie looks like she gets tucked in by forest critters every night, bro.
Okay. Muhammad informed me prior to this roast battle that he has genital warts. Ew!
Hey, we stopped doing that in the 60s.
The civil rights movement. It's a bummer that Muhammad has genital warts and not genital lice, because then at least he'd have something to eat. I'm sorry about that one.
Anybody got a ring, bro?
It's the best.
Wow, that actually hurt, dog. Wow. Okay. Get ready with me to go hiss at black people. Woo! I got one more. Get ready with me. Get ready with me to go free bleed at Sephora.
His country had a civil war, so he knows a lot about free bleeding. Okay, speaking of which, South Sudan has an estimated population of over 12.7 million people and is bordered by Uganda and DRC. Next slide. South Sudan's diverse landscape, it includes vast plains and plateaus, dry and tropical savannas. Next slide, please. Thank you. Okay, and the Nile River system is the defining physical feature of the country, running south to north across its center. If all that's true, Muhammad, then why are you such a gay retard?
Where's my hug at, bro? Nope. Wow, this is not good. Katie looks like the main hoe in Mad Men.
Thank you, child soldier boy. I also got a South African wart lord. Okay.
Thank you, black.com.
I kind of had more child militia stuff I wanted to do. Sorry. He was a part of a child militia called Brothers in Arms Without Arms. And I'll make the rest of this quick because I know you have to get back to your shift as the black stick figure on wet floor signs. Stop holding back. It's not racist, kind of.
The black people are laughing. Lighten up.
Thank you, Asian.
Katie was planning on going to law school, but she did not go and decided to become a stand-up comedian. Legally retired would have been fired, bro.
Mohammed, I would like to end this roast battle by asking you to go on a date with me. I'm hoping this will be the last straw to make my dad die.
Guys, give it up for this fucking battle. Holy
Yes, give it up for this battle. Muhammad you all back at number 2 for Austin. Katie Carter making her debut, wiping the floor with Muhammad you all. That was a lot of fun. I'm just going to go to you two and just take it away, haters. Let these people know what you guys do every Sunday or every Monday here on the channel.
It was so much goddamn energy in the beginning. I loved, like, bar for bar, the first 3 jokes when they were just going back and forth, and Muhammad had his just like, I love you and whatever thing. When you didn't realize that someone was about to run away with it, when you're like, oh my God, what are we watching? Now, if the sound wasn't just a classic Austin shit show, where they're like, hey, you know, there's like a show going on at the creek, next to the Creek in the Crave. Let's mic that up instead of the crowd or something.
Yeah, I heard like wind blowing. That was crazy.
I heard like someone like humming into their, I heard the strangest noises. It sounded like we were in Muhammad's home country. It was bizarre. And Katie.
Shout out Lou all day.
Katie is incredible. She looks like if Kim Congdon and Timmy No Breaks had a baby.
Ew.
You know what I mean? She's got that big crazy jacket and the you know.
Oh, I get that.
And the body of a woman.
Yeah.
Well, she was mean too.
True.
She's
actually looks more like Kim Congdon and Sarah Weinstein had a baby, actually.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, the future the Democrats want.
No, just the big forehead thing.
I see.
But ultimately, she was very, very funny.
She was
went,
so funny.
She went hard in the paint with you know, just stereotypical African jokes, which, I mean, honestly, if you're there, go for it. She even did the classic Austin by doing the long walk just to call somebody a homophobic slur, and then a physical disability slur.
Yeah, she was great. You know, if she ever wants to get together and write sometimes, I think I could really help.
Off-screen Channing, who's now on screen. I love when you do this with every. There's always one battler who claims to be of the lady persuasion in the gender area, and you're always like, you know, they just want to write.
No, it was fun. I think
I've got a wedding invitation you can have too.
They both came out hot. Their opening jokes were both fucking brilliant. I loved Muhammad just coming out with big ass forehead.
Yeah. That's so good.
It was so good because
so
I don't feel like he pre-wrote that. I feel like he got on stage and he saw a glare and he was just like, God damn.
No. Yeah, her biology actually wrote that joke.
That's
her
so funny.
huge forehead.
I'd love to find out more. No, but dude, I loved his callbacks to you know, just wanting to get with her. Like
my God, his
I love you, the down on one knee. That was a great play. That was fun.
Like we will shit on you when you take risks and it doesn't work. We will also praise you when you like that battle when you take risks and it just connects and it's funny and it's original. It's burned into our memory now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time I see him, I'm gonna be like, look, I'm the battler now.
Oh my God, bro, Child Soldier Boy. The fact that I haven't heard that yet was beautiful.
Her bottle, her sport
Oh,
bottle, the
yeah.
prop.
Genital warts?
I mean,
Oh.
9 times out of 10, we're gonna be like, God damn, that sucks. But
Yes.
the timing of it, the way she pulled it out, it was concealed very well. This is
Yes.
Texas we're talking about, and just the way she pulled it off, like it was just smooth.
I mean, look, first of all, she is from Texas. I mean, they know how to conceal weapons down there. So,
And she I don't know if it was her debut or maybe her
Yeah,
second,
I've
second
never
time.
seen this
No,
one.
no,
I-
I'm saying,
Elsewhere,
I
yeah.
think she had her Kill Tony debut recently and it went
really?
really, really well.
oh, she just knows what she's doing.
We're about to see a lot of Katie.
A lot of Katie Carter. A lot of fun. Channing
Sweet.
don't.
Channing's like, works for me, pal.
You know, I got to get more ladies on this show. All right.
I love my fiance.
Katie Carter, Muhammad you all. So does Muhammad you all. I think she's being born next year. All right. We're going to number 1, New York City. We love this guy here. He's one of the best. Mike Eaton, Austin, getting Austin 5 points in this number 1 battle against the Boogeyman, who just battled an 8-year-old child not on a television program that ended in 2007. Stop making that fucking reference about child predator. How to Catch a Predator. But my man John Ajota, the Boogeyman, versus Mike Eaton, Austin, New York, #1 battle of the week.
Wow. God, thank you guys for being. There's been like just an odd feng shui in this room, just all night. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but just like a weird aura in here. But anyway, he's built like a blunt, and I'm gonna smoke him. No. Mike Eaton has the face of the moon and the complexion of the sun. Okay. He looks like he's actively experiencing a karmic punishment by Willy Wonka.
Oh, man. It's like Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy grew up to have the charisma of Plank. Yeah. Look at him. Yeah, all right. John's dad is an Indian scammer. So when he saw the positive pregnancy test, he said, "Do not redeem! Do not redeem! Do not redeem!"
All right, listen. Mike came all the way from Austin to do this show, so I wanted him to feel at home with some classic Austin comedy. If you guys will indulge me. Yeah.
Say the word.
Woke bad, liberal bad, gay, trans, gay, retard, gay, retard, gay. Tony Kinchcliffe, please notice me. Rape, gay, retard. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your act.
I now pronounce you Joe Rogan. Yeah. Unbelievable. This has got to be hard for him to roast me, being that I'm sacred in both of his cultures. I look like Tony Soprano and a cow. John's mom is a huge conspiracy theorist. She doesn't think he's balding. She thinks the Jews are taking his hair.
Yeah, let me. All right.
Yeah. Which is ironic. A yarmulke would fix it, you know?
No, I'm trying to make it in show business. But Mike buys Ozempic illegally from a drug dealer under the table. Where's the table? A Chinese buffet? Bro, look at you. A doctor will give you a prescription.
Oh, man. John told me that he is afraid of large bodies of water, like oceans and lakes, and his Indian half is afraid of small bodies of water, like showers and sinks. His Italian half's kind of left out because he only does the tan part of Jim Tan Laundry.
All right, Drewski, the sketch was funny. You can take the Erica the Erica Kirk makeup off, but rest in peace, Charlie. By the way, true American. You know he's gonna be on Kill Tony in a year, just doing Chris Farley shit. They'd be like, so original. No, but Mike is divorced and he's been single for years ever since. It's the first time he hasn't gone back for seconds.
Oh man, that rules. John is actually Italian and Indian, so when he makes Sunday gravy, he really puts his foot in it.
I feel like I don't come off as that Indian. You know what I mean?
You hide it well.
Yeah.
Showbiz and whatnot.
It's old. But Mike might be a fat, divorced cokehead. But who are we to judge? You know, I just see, like... I'm sorry. I forgot my joke. Yes. Esteemed panel.
Yeah.
I'm well aware he's a fat guy with the last name Ian, okay? But
he had to move over so you could see him?
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, will you stand behind them to block the light? Flashbanging the audience every 10 minutes. But I didn't want to do an Eaton is Eaton joke because that's been done a million fucking times before, and I'm not here for a paying audience to rehash the same regurgitated bullshit you've heard 100 times before. What am I, a comic from Austin?
It's crazy to say you're not going to regurgitate something and do the same joke again.
You want to try saying that again?
Yeah. I was trying to imitate your lisp. I'm fat, so is your tongue. Dude, can you imagine how much it must suck to be a girl that fucks John and then has to hear that voice? I mean, the worst part is knowing that hearing is the last sense to go when you die. So she's just hearing, yes, princess, embrace the sweet relief of death.
I don't talk when I come from behind. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The number one battle of week 7. We're 7 weeks into this season. It's a very, very exciting season. Some say it's our best. John Ajota, the Boogeyman, versus Austin's own Mike Eaton. Austin, you get 5 points in that one. Gentlemen, this was the number one battle of the week. I think there's no debate there. What do we think about this one?
Yeah, it was great. That was funny. That was back and forth funny. Every single part I liked. I like that Mike loves Tony so much he's turning red like him.
Oh, Tony, Soprano, Hinchcliffe.
You know which one.
Right.
I think even Soprano, who's dead, looks redder than Hinchcliffe right now. Or the other way. Sorry. You know jokes. You get it. I'm bumbling like them now.
But that was fun, though, man. I mean, ultimately, that's John doing John. He's making fun of, the essence of where Mike comes from. He's not just doing jokes about Mike. He's doing jokes about the region where Mike comes from because that's what NYC does. They bite on everything. They just want to beat the shit out of everybody who isn't from New York, basically. Yeah. And that was fun because he didn't really hit Mike a lot. He was just kind of going for Austin. I think he was trying to make a point of just like, why do you live here? This place sucks.
Yeah,
when it comes to joke writing.
He took that angle, which was fun. He hit him hard with a bunch of those. I liked everything that they both did. I think they were both really in the zone. They both did what they came to do. It sucked when John stumbled for a second because he was having almost a perfect battle.
Yeah.
And then that was like a little blip on his record, or on the fight itself. But great battle. I wrote this down. You guys know how there's Advil specifically for backs?
Yeah. Yes.
Doesn't Mike look like he has Ozempic for legs?
Oh my God!
Damn, he be looking like a frog.
Mike, you gotta get a leg day in, brother, please. That is impressive, actually. That those two things are the foundation for holding all of that up.
I don't know, John. I'm very good friends with Mike. These are two of my favorite battlers, probably all time. Yeah. They had so much chemistry just as battlers together, whether it was kind of liking and disliking each other at the same time, which is a very, very important thing to have. They also, even though they're great rebuttal and riffing and whatever, guys, you could tell there was a little bit of nerves because they knew they were heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah.
This is a bit of a playoff moment. You know what I mean?
A little bit. And you know what? Eaton keeps having these. He's battled now Dan Wicks, John Ajota. I don't know if he's battled Andrew Manning, but it's he's going against the best of the best.
Yeah, Mike has gravity. Sorry. Come on, that's mean. He's fat. He's very fat and fun to look at.
He's so fun to look at. He's a man of mystery, as he's told me.
Even when Mike is telling you bad things or whatever, he's smiling you and making you feel good about it. He's like, "Yeah, my wife left me." I'm like, "Dude, that's awesome, man."
My mom has cancer. It's terminal. All right, let's go get.
Let's high five and get drunk about it.
Let's go get a honey biscuit. Anyway. He loves them.
John, I love the fucking risks that guy takes. Both of them took risks early on, but John just kept going. He's like, I'm going to modulate every single thing.
Ajota is the Steph Curry of this league. He will shoot from the logo.
He's the way
and from the highest floor.
The way a lot of the British battlers have changed influenced the game in a way that you can. I could see that with John.
Yeah,
I could see.
You're right. The Euro step. That thing that's that salutation and then the insult and then you go into your set. That thing that Shalaka Kurup has invented, the Euro step basically. So I'll call it that. That is the Euro step in
John just has. And I said this about some of the earlier batters too. John has the perfect melding of knowing his humor incredibly well, which is also very, very funny, and understanding roast battle dynamics very, very well. And doing both of those. It's like being a great athlete and having high basketball IQ.
Correct.
Usually you just have one or the other.
And that's the thing I like about Mike. You were talking earlier about likability, and sometimes that does carry over so much. And we may have heard the jokes before, but you're so likable, it doesn't even matter. Mike has this innate quality to him where he's so likable and he's very skilled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't get that all the time. I feel like Mike Bergeron is like a young Mike E in that sense, right? This is going to be Mike's best season to date. But ultimately, I think all dudes who kind of emulate Mike or look like Mike a little bit will be looking at Mike and be like, okay, cool. How does Mike do it? Because he's a big dude and he actually knows how to throw punches.
Yes.
How can I be more like that?
And I like that John didn't just focus on Mike being fat. He's like, you're also a loser.
And from Loserville.
That's my friend. I can
it
say
was
that.
outstanding. Number one battle of the week here in week 7. That is New York. New York gets 10 more points. They are killing it. That's the Boogeyman. And then Austin gets 5 points. Now, a lot of movement, a lot of fun stuff here. Because that supercar didn't add any points, because we're going to run that back into the season. Again, sorry, Cleveland. Sorry, Toronto. We'll get into it into the season. Let's talk about the standings. Houston, what are we going to do?
Don't look at me. What am I supposed to be? Some sort of commissioner? Oh,
That's
wait,
true.
wait
No,
a second.
you guys, we did do the waiver wire that has ended. I'm gonna look at the sheet after this episode, and we're gonna get you guys some new teams to submit their battles for, because we need to get Houston back in here. Next, not this weekend, or is it this weekend? Is it Michael Day in them this weekend?
This weekend we have 2 of the
This
best
is
all-time
awesome.
battlers of all time, and maybe just some of the greatest comics I've ever known.
Michael Day. You've seen him on Don't Tell. Victor Tran, you've actually seen him everywhere. Crazy Rich Asians, anywhere Ronnie Chang's penis is.
He opens for Ronnie Chang and Jimmy O Yang. So if you're Asian American and like stand-up, you've seen Victor twice probably.
Yes. He took Alex Young's spot. Anyway.
All right,
Vic and Mike this weekend at the Comedy Cellar, 4 p.m. I think we're going to live stream this thing. If you're in NYC, those things do sell it very quickly. Reserve as soon as possible. You know where to go. Go to RBL.live or go to punchup. Whatever. Follow us. You'll know where to go for the tickets. It's not that hard. It's crazy. I hear you guys say all that shit sometimes. New York's a lot of fun. Big show this weekend. Anyway, New York, number 1 in the world right now, 55.5 points. Well ahead of Bay Area, who's killing the Pacific right now. It's the Bay. Tokyo, because they ranked this week, they move well ahead of us now, about 7 points ahead. What do we think, fellas? What are we going to do in LA about what's going on here? I mean, we really only have DeHerm and Nate Welch to kind of hang our hats on right now. With the supercard versus Tokyo around the corner, which couldn't come at a better time, because we were actually battling the number 2 team in our division. So we got to figure out exactly what to do about that. We have some heavy hitters for that at Cinco de Mayo. Tickets are literally, there's only like 10 tickets left, so you probably won't be able to get into the show, but we will film it and then put it out later. LA, what's LA's problem right now when it comes to talent?
Do you want the thing that's like appropriate to say? Because I can, meld it up. But the truth, the answer is some of these cities, they're at the height of their battlers, right? They're at the height of the experience of like who's getting into roast battle. In LA, we've already retired some of our greatest battlers. We've already ran them away, injured them, whatever.
We've ran through them. We really have. Yeah.
It does feel like
a
rebuilding year in terms, but there's also just a couple guys that I'm like, hey, you could be battling right now, and you could be a star of this. Luke Binkow, young guy. If he wanted to come in right now, he would immediately be top 2, top 3 battler.
It's also on me, though. I got to reach out. I have talked to Luke. I haven't talked to Luke. I talked to Angie, though. Angie Stroud's coming back. She's got a Mother's Day battle.
That's a big deal.
She wants to defend her undercard belt. And there's potential. It's going to be her versus DeHerm for the undercard.
I love that. Andy
Juneteenth
Stroud,
week.
Talk about like original, funny, and just a presence like no other. Yeah. I love to see your battler.
Well, we also have Audrey Hebert and John Luna coming back. They're battling in a couple weeks. So I mean, like LA's coming up. It's just right now. I think because roast battle isn't a clout thing, but it's becoming one. We're getting more people coming in, so that's fun to see. Anyway, Bay Area's up 41 points. Dominating the Pacific right now. Tokyo just keeps edging closer. LA didn't rank this week. Phoenix got a point. Europe. Okay, so Europe was the more tough division until we just saw what happened in the East. Now look at the East compared to Europe. London's up by a half a point over Barcelona. Barcelona really jumped up in the standings because of the number 3 battle this week. Scotland had a fun battle this week. Berlin edged it out. They got the point over Scotland this week. And then you got Austin in the South, who's now dominating the South. The South, you got 2 teams that don't really submit battles every week. I got to get into that with those guys. NOLA has Chicago, which is holding them up basically as number 2 in the South. And then Houston, I'm going to see who you guys are going to be using to submit some of your battles, because you guys don't start till May.
We finally have a show on the books in May, but I've been urging battlers in Houston. I'm like, go to Austin, go to wherever. I don't know what happened with Lafayette. I can't speak on any of that stuff. I don't want to make anyone look talk out of class or look weird or whatever, but we're supposed to be having some battles by now, and it's hurting my heart.
It's a little crazy, but it's going to be fun, because Houston is I think that's a sleeping giant. I mean, they have a huge presence with the You Look Like show, and I think once they get into the league, it's going to be off to the races. Victor Tran and Michael Day kind of being your torchbearers, kind of getting you guys now to actually get some points, because you guys started the season with like 2 points. and then you guys regress now to 4. But I think these battles this weekend are going to get you guys back up in there. Now, the top 7 the top 7 teams right now, if the playoffs started today, LA would be 8th. LA is battling Scotland right now for that last playoff spot. Everybody else is kind of dominating right now. It's been a lot of fun. But that's our show, man. Please check out the haters.
Please.
When do you guys drop?
We usually drop on Sundays or Mondays. Check out the Roast Battle channel. We're on there.
Follow these guys, please, just to know when they're going to drop.
Yeah, Radu, Bondar on Instagram. The other Channing.
The other Channing on Instagram, please and thank you.
Yeah.
And,
Who's the first Channing? You talking about Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's going to have to change soon, bro. I feel like you're going to be more famous than him.
Fuck.
If I were to go out on a limb, I'd say probably not.
See, it's the confidence. Yourselves understand this when you don't, and it doesn't matter. I don't lose any more people. Thank you guys, man. Every week we do this thing at Tuesday between sometime. I don't know. Just follow us. That's all you got to do is follow us. Go to rbl.live. We're here on the channel weekly. This is week 7. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for having us.